Welcome back, my beautiful creatures. It is your one and only the goddess. All right, the skin is glowing. I know y'all see it. I see it. Even though I don't have my glasses on, we all see it. Okay, so we're gonna try again to block the eyebrows. It's something that I still need to work on, so practice makes perfect. So what they say, right? Anyways, let me tell you a little bit of what we're using today. We're gonna go in with the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm in Universal Radiant. I've only used it a couple times because if you know, you know. But look, I've used it a couple times and I freaking love it. Okay, so we're gonna be using this. Now, for the foundation, I love Milani's foundation. This is a Conceal Imperfect, the 2-in-1 in the shade Light Tan. I'm also gonna be using, yeah, I guessed it, Glisten Cosmetics, the Spectra base in white, because we're gonna try and do a little something artsy, crafty, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we're gonna use that, and then once again, we're gonna go in with Makeup Murder, the loose powders. Look at these colors. Okay, I just gotta show y'all one by one because they're so gorgeous. Look at this. Like Makeup Murder. Like, come on. Look at that pastel color. It's so beautiful, very vibrant. Then of course we have our green, okay, because we're gonna need some pop color in there. And then I also have this pastel yellow, super duper cute. We're gonna go ahead and start with the eyebrows, okay? If you know me, you know how much I struggle with these eyebrows, okay? So we gonna fast forward, okay? So the struggle area is right here for me. I don't know if you guys can tell, even if I look on the side, like these little lovely eyebrows are very stubborn. I really want to perfect blocking out the eyebrows. I feel like once I'm able to block the eyebrows, I can do anything. But I really want these eyebrows to disappear. You don't understand. Look, baby hairs want to come out. All right, beautiful creatures. So I believe the eyebrows are where they need to be. But me being me, we're gonna go in again. This is like 10th time? I don't know. We gonna have to go back and we gonna count how many times I put this on my eyebrows because my eyebrows are so stubborn. And hopefully this time it works immaculately. Danessa Myricks. So beautiful. And of course it comes with the little thing.
As you guys can tell, I haven't used this a lot, but I really freaking love it.
We have to set the eyebrows. And you guys are right. We're going to use the Mehron translucent powder.
I really had to press down the powder to make sure I set the eyebrows and moved on to mapping where I want the colors to pretty much be.
Foundation will go here and down here maybe. We'll see. And then we'll blend that out downwards, if that makes sense. Okay. Very lightly. I'm not pressing. I'm just going very lightly to remove the extra. I was gonna try and say excess, but I feel like it's still not how you pronounce it. Excess product, right? Excessive, excess. I mean, that's the best way to think of. So I'm just gonna use this brush. It's not super fluffy. It's, I don't know, people, dense brush? Isn't a dense brush bigger, right? Oh no, it's a brush. So I'm just going in like this. Okay.
Once I placed down the yellow, I already had a feeling this was gonna turn out to be amazing.
So let's go in with the green. That is vibrant. That is bright. So I'm just gonna pat the sides here because I don't want to do a lot just yet. I want to build it, so we're gonna use very little and we're just gonna kind of outline.
But first, trying to follow the map, it was crazy.
Get some product. I don't want to overdo it, and as you guys can tell, a little does go a long way. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, there it goes.
I had to make sure I was leaving enough space for the remainder of the colors.
Not least, let's go with this blue. So like the other ones, I'm just gonna go up here just kind of pat and get some product. Okay.
Finally, placing the last color, which is this beautiful blue, making sure I blend it out and going back in to adding more of those base colors. Just simply building on the vibrant colors that I had and just making sure I did not miss a single spot.
Okay, so at this one, I'm just building the colors. I am gonna kind of like wipe a little bit up here and then maybe a little bit down here, just so I can have some good space to place the foundation. Maximize this look's potential. And it doesn't have to have like straight lines anywhere. Like, I just want it semi-messy. Okay, so let's go in with that teal and that blue. So we can kind of do that part and then set it. So I think what I'm gonna first do is regularly set it and then add the powder color on top of that. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. But we're gonna do like a little test patch first and then go from there. I do believe that the colors complement each other very well. I'm not even gonna lie. This was an amazing idea to create my own color bases. So this, I will just kind of, not plaster it, but kind of put it down like that. And then grab a little bit more, put it on the other side. Okay, leave it there. And then I'm gonna blend this into this teal. Like that. And I'm doing very light tapping because if I do too hard, it's gonna pick up the pigment. Like, it's just gonna remove the color, and that's not what we want. As you guys can see, it's blending in really nice here. And I'm proud of my eyebrows. I'm gonna go back and kind of count how many times I do down to get them like this. I think this has been my best brow blocked look yet. You know, like, it looks so nice. And I was actually kind of scared that by using the Danessa Myricks balm, it was gonna mess, it wasn't gonna stick properly, like the foundation. But to my surprise, I'm gonna give you up and close and personal. So we gotta fix this area here, but it's looking pretty good. Like, no pores, pores, no pores, pores. Like, girl, she know what she doing. Okay, so now that we have the colors, the placement, I'm gonna clean up a little bit down here and then up top, with like this lovely makeup remover. And I feel like I should probably do something else. And once I clean it up, I of course have to add more primer, and we're gonna go back in with the color just to kind of bleed or blend into the foundation. Because I didn't remove a lot, I'm just gonna add very little here, and I'm gonna use a brush to go over the areas that I just cleaned. Beautiful flat brush, and I'm just gonna go in here. I'm really debating if I should set it first and then add the powder color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a very small spot over here and see what it looks like with after I set it with this, see what it looks like with the color on top. Part of me is telling me not to do it, but how would I know what works without trying it first? Okay, so I'm removing the extra powder. Okay, and then let's just do right here. Remove that a little bit. Okay, it's right here, this little spot. Now let me go in with the blue and see how that looks. I think I'm gonna do like a flat brush. Just so I can see what it looks like. And then I'm gonna do a different area where it's just the actual color. and then set it. Okay. Not bad. Okay, what if I just do, that's a little bit low. Let's do it up here. Okay. And then let's do the setting powder on top. Okay. Okay. Part of me is saying just use the powder and set it with the powder. Do not use this. Because I don't know if you guys can tell, right where the actual powder was, it lifted right here. And then up here, it's okay, it's not horrible. It just, of course, brightened it up again. And then this tiny little corner right here, I just did powder. I didn't do anything. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and set the colors with their correct colors. Set the colors with the correct colors. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna set the colors and then go from there. I was gonna press it first and then do the rest, but I think it would be best to do the foundation and then press everything. My concern was the fallout, but if I want to blend this into the foundation, I think it would be best if I just do the foundation first. Milani, love you.
To make it easier on myself, I just used a flat brush to be very careful along the edges and made sure to set the foundation with some powder.
Okay, now that it's set, we are going to kind of extend the colors up and down just to make it a little messy, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna use the blue brush that I used earlier. Okay, I didn't add any product. I'm just gonna go here, go over it anyways. So I just wanna show you what I'm gonna do, because it was just a test patch anyways.
I really wanted to make sure that the colors blended in nicely with the foundation, so I just used a tapping motion. As you can tell, I did not add any more product. I just used the brushes I was already using. Now I moved on to setting the colors with their corrective colors. Setting the colors with their corrective colors. You know what I mean. But it's pretty much a repetitive motion, just tapping in, and then eventually I moved to blending everything out, and you guys can see how beautiful the colors are coming together, the combination of them, and making sure that they are placed correctly. Honestly, I seen the vision already coming together.
Mehron palette, and we just need the shade black. It looks like a mess, I know, but any of these, just black. That's all I need. All right, y'all. So we have two different sizes that we're gonna be using, and I don't have a specific plan where I want the following items, but I'm just gonna do something, okay?
Now, because the inspiration was a poisonous dart frog, the spots are pretty much all over the place. There's not a specific way that I wanted them. All I knew is I wanted them on the face so it can actually portray the poisonous dart frog correctly.
For liquid eyeliner, I'm just going to use the LA Colors. Here we go.
This part is actually my favorite part to always film, showing you guys how I do a wing liner on hooded eyes is a 10 out of 10 for me. At this point, I'm feeling myself. I'm making sure the lashes are on, and for the very first time, I try to put on bottom lashes. And don't forget to blend your lashes with the lashes. For the lips, I decided to go for a similar look that I had already done around my face. Just kind of do a little matchy match, and of course I used the liquid liner to do the spots on there.
Okay, you guys, I am practically done. All I need to do is my hair, and then I'll be right back with the finishing look. Okay, you guys, this look came out so much better than I expected. Like, look at the detail on the lips. Literally, I wanted to mirror what I had here on my lips. Although it was a little difficult, I made it happen. Like the little space buns, I honestly am in love with this look. I feel like I've been out of touch with creative makeup looks, and this is literally reminding myself, telling me that I could do it. Oh my god, I am like truly obsessed with this. And the most amazing part, I'm gonna show y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay, so the most amazing part, at least that I feel like cherry on top, is this. Like, come on. The hair clips, the entire base, the lips. Like, yeah, I did that shit. Look, I'm obsessed. I'm so sorry. Like, in Nikki's words,